Yes, hello Deck, good evening. Indeed, we are on Silverstone today with the AMS2 BSKIT Formula 1 series. The last couple of minutes of practice remaining, we see Finn in P1 here during practice in front of Runlik, Pfeffy, Ryan, Swift, F1 Simwitz and Diego in that order. Only two cars out on track right now, so they're probably just the last two finishing their laps, and then we wait for the quali. So, what are you, Deck? What do you think? What we're going to see in quali? Do we see times improve drastically? Yes, very true. And I actually think that we will see times improve a bit here because if we take a look back to the last couple of races, between the top three, top four, somewhere around that, the gaps were always in between, like from P1 to P4, like half a second. Not really more, so seeing Runelink now in practice being nearly half a second down on Finn, I think we are going to see a bit of a faster lap out of him in quali than that. So Finn has to watch out. Hmm. And today we should start also look at the where is it? The standings in the championship, because I have the feeling that we are, yeah, we have after that only the Italian Grand Prix and the Brazilian Grand Prix left. And in the standings, wait, this team standings, race results, we currently have Finn in first position, 1 point in front of Runelink. So Finn has 60 points and Runelink has 59 points. Yes, with effectively 3 races left now, including today, we are looking at a very close championship. You can also mention the rest of the field. Let's see who's here. We have Triple L, who's in third of the championship right now with 36 points. Right behind that is Ryan, actually, with 31 points. Who is here? Is he here? No, I don't think so. Fifth place is not here. Sixth not. There are quite a few people missing here, or have different in-game names than on the list. Are we talking about the big one? Oh. Oh yeah, they're using still the old one, right? Yes, that should be it. It's not the start-finish line for them. Yeah. No. For GT3, you go into the right-hander and then into Maggots and Baggots. Could be. Even the low. Yes, that's really quick. So they were sandbagging in practice, probably running race setup. He's on the phone right now, you know. He's clamping the phone between his shoulder and his cheek. Yeah. Like, yeah, honey. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Just in time. Yeah, we just switched to him. Actually, just a couple seconds before, I thought about that I do actually like it. I really thought to myself, I think it's a good looking livery. Yeah. Is AlphaTauri? Oh yeah, that's a I didn't even know that. I never paid attention to what's actually written on there. I just looked at the lines and into shapes and thought to myself, oh yeah, that and that color combination, I like it. Yeah, maybe it gives plus 10 speed. I think that's good for heating. Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like he's also on the phone. Yeah. Yeah, you also don't steer with your hand, you do it with your mind, and your steering wheel moves. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes, in Brazil. No, it's not bad. We actually see Jedi's driving tonight, so... Yeah. I mean, you have to put some rules in place, right? Yes. 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 I mean, but a road car normally lasts about, if you take care of it like a normal person, and let's say not like a car enthusiast, about 10 to 15 years. Those engines last a quarter of a season. Yeah, and yeah, margins on engineering and machining is so tight. Yes, that should be the correct one. So with Ryan dropping into the 25s, yeah, we see Finn a bit under pressure here, actually. Yeah, but that's actually, if I can remember, Ryan told me that a couple of days ago, I think, I don't know if it was in a voice chat or in the DMs, that he actually really likes Silverstone, so he was actually looking forward to this. And that he was actually not exaggerating that one. Oh. Yeah, he got that. He probably was down a bit and went too aggressive into the second to last corner there, or what it was, I don't know, with this layout. But anyway, went in a bit too hard, paid for it, and now he needs to see, but he can get another lap in, at least. Ah, yes, very unfortunate. But I actually see people down the order actually did improve as well. Like, oh, who was that? Ryan? Yeah, so that what I didn't notice that in practice as well. I think Ryan needs to be a bit careful. In practice he bombed out a few times as well, like Peffy now. And if he wants to be in the discussion of the podium today, I think during the race he should tone it down a bit. We know how he can be. He's a very young driver, very inexperienced, and sometimes he doesn't know when he's supposed to do what. Yeah, it's pretty interesting now what to make of the practice now. If practice was race pace for some of those people in the podium's position right now, because the thing is, Finn is always you can count on him to be very consistent. I think in the last couple of races he showed that he can keep his pace up during the race and not crumble under pressure. And I think that's where where the point is that we can't count him out of the race. But being half a second down is really tough. Mhm. Yeah. Yes, and I just wanted to point out real quick, if you didn't catch it, Ryan actually had sector 1 and 2 were the fastest sectors, and Runling just gained all the time on in the third sector on him. This will be really interesting. We could see if he doesn't overcook it, we could see Ryan taking the lead into the second lap. Yes. Yes. And to correct ourselves from earlier, this is the 6th round of BSKIT AMS2 from Ultimate. We both did. Okay. Runling is off. Runling is off track. Runling in the McLaren. Ryan in the Aston Martin taking the lead right now with a bit of a squabble behind. A few cars involved there. F1 sim with. Yeah, but we also see that Finn is already half a second behind Ryan. So Ryan putting his pace down in the first lap, not fucking around, but no, going wide over the grass, losing at least 5-10 stairs, surely. Let's see the gap come down. Ah, yes. Very true. Oh yes, that's a disaster for Runling. That will be investigated by the stewards afterwards, probably, and he'll get a penalty for that for sure. I might want to say, because he came in really hard, but I'm not a steward on this one, so my word is not up for grab there. Yes, Running now in 6th behind F1 Simlit in the AlphaTauri. Had the incidents on the first couple of corners, I want to say. Running going wide there, probably because of the dirty air. Yeah, he really struggles now to get back. It probably has some damage from a contact with Wift, I think. Because that impact seemed to be quite heavy. Yes, making it equivalent to a real house. Yeah, and Ryan is actually pulling away. At least he's pulling away from Finn, who's down 1.6 seconds now. Pulling no again. So I don't like how the relatives always jump in AMS, but about 1.6, 1.7 seconds. So Ryan is doing good pace right now. Let's see if he can keep that together for another 24 laps. Yeah. Yeah, curious to see. And the thing about Finn is, though, I don't think he's really worrying much about catching right now. He's more worried about how his pace is compared to Runelink and how the other people will hold Runelink up. But because that is his competitor right now. Yeah. Yeah, and Runelink is looking all over him, left and right, making his notice, taking the inside line for that corner. No, parks it on the exit. Yes, probably. So, next up is... Yes. Yes, and let's see what team orders will say about Runelink's and Triple A's position here, because actually Triple A could just go ahead and say, okay mate, I'm not in it for the championship right now, go ahead and extend your lead. Yeah. Yes, we're seeing the good, the bad, and the ugly here, while Ryan is comfortably leading right now with a 7.7 second lead over P2, while Runelink is itching ahead to his fellow teammate. Let's see what they are gonna do here. If they're going to battle, or Ruling is, or Triple L is just letting Ruling pass. Oh yes. So now Ryan does have to start to worry, I think, because Ruling's showing a bit of pace now, and now with everybody removed, so no traffic for him, he's unleashed. Let's see how long it will take to catch up for him, if he will catch up. Oh yes, and Runing is actually very good on tires. Didn't he manage his tires last time around very well also, where he pit in a second lap or something? Or in Austria, and he made it work? Yeah, I was commentating that with Donut last time around in Austria. It was actually Austria, and because Runing last time actually had a mistake in the first lap as well, and fell back into the mid pack, and he actually went into the pits like in lap 2 and made the tires last the rest of the race, with finishing high up the order. Might be. Unfortunately, we didn't see how he lost those 9.5 seconds. Yeah, but did he hit something or did he not? We don't know that, and that's the problem. So we'll have to see how long his pit stop is going to take. Yes, and we also need to keep in mind that even though Ryan is a bit behind Finn with half of the points, if he the higher Ryan finishes in front of Finn, the closer he'll get into a position where he can actually can attack for a championship in the championship. I'm sorry, in the last couple of rounds. Yes. Yes. Indeed, indeed. Oh no, Runelink is on a mission. He can actually. We see Ryan struggle. Ryan used to do like 127s and 128s. He's doing 130s now. I'm thinking about he might went in a little bit too hard and his tires are gone. And like I said, Runelink is supposed to be pretty good on tires. We see the result of that now. Yeah. Yes, but I think he was still pushing because he was pulling away from Finn at a pretty high pace. At that point, Ryan was doing like pretty fast laps, so I'm curious to see. I'm hoping Ryan gets on the podium today, so we can interview him about that, and I'll ask him that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and during the stream now, to the audience, to chat, I just want to say I'm sorry I forgot to put my settings to English, so we have a German Automobilista 2 today on screen. I would have would have said something else. I would say for Ryan to go like in the next couple of laps, like next lap, because so you get he gets out on fresher tires and can try to pull away a bit again. But on the different hand, I agree with you. For Runelink, he could probably get that position with an undercut. Oh yes, that is the case in any way, shape or form, because he's just closing in on Ryan massively. He's a second. Oh, why he does pushing a little bit too hard there? Maybe. Yes, losing a couple. But what I wanted to say, up until that point, he's a second a lap quicker than Ryan. So yes, he's really putting in the pace. Well, Ryan is in the box now, so oh, he's coming out in clean air. Yes, and he's actually in slipstream right now from Simbits, isn't he? About a second, right? Ooh, Ryan, and that's what I. Yes, Finn in P3, and that is actually what I was talking about earlier. That I was seeing Ryan having problems in practice with spinning out and hitting the wall. Unfortunately, we did see that happen during the race right now, which will prompt him surely to pit at some point again, because that looked like a pretty heavy impact. I can't imagine it not having any effect. Yeah. And how about you? Are you excited for this year's season actual F1? Yeah. Yeah. And I'm also excited if those cars are making their way to our sim racers, our sim games as well, or simulators, so we can enjoy those new kind of F1 cars as well. No, certainly not. And he's spun again. We reset the car, and we see Finn closing in on him. We saw him there in the back, now looking hungry on getting that place to be right behind Rulink again on the grid. Yes, that it is indeed, and we know if he has clean air, he will go as quick as he can, and that's always exciting to see. So let's see what kind of times he will put in now. Yes, but he is already up nearly 2/10 on his best lap. Yes. There's about 40 laps to go. That's right. With Ryan right behind Triple L. Let's see how his car is doing. He doesn't seem to have much. Yeah, but whoa. Yes, actually, I think that's one of the things I was saying back then. That's a missing experience that you're probably not going to make that happen without bombing out. I mean, Ryan has the pace to crawl back in the 11 laps remaining now, but he probably made his life harder now. Oh, very true. What I was seeing on tracks, on the cars, in a couple of corners here, the drivers are using very soft anti-roll bars, as it seems. The cars are rolling a lot, which are not used to see of F1 cars, really. Normally they're pretty stiff, but you can see the Aston Martin of Ryan there leaning heavily into the corner, which is quite curious. As of now, we have Finn behind Ruling with a massive gap of nearly 20 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, true. Let's see. So we got like 9 laps left right now, and I don't really know what's gonna happen really. So I know there is something that the commentators curse, but Ruling is up 20 seconds now. Finn is 3 seconds in front of Triple L in third place. Ryan behind that 10-second gap. But F1 Simulate's closing up now. Very true. So yeah. Yeah, it isn't, and but I'm curious to see if Feffy and Swift can make something happen here with the amount of laps left. Because if you look at the times the drivers did on the last couple of laps, we have the one outlier with Runelink doing 127.6, and everybody else is like in the 29s. Feffy actually did a 28, with Swift being a bit slower, but not by that much. So I'm curious to see if they somehow are able to crawl their way back. Oh yes, and I'm Team Peffy anyway, but that's mainly because he's my teammate for BCSS3, which is coming up later this year. So stay tuned on our channel. Everything will be broadcasted here. With one commentator is also the lovely Findict, and maybe sometimes I'll show around. Next time will be the Grand Prix of Italy, where we're at Monza. Lots of straights. Yes, but you actually have to think differently in F1 terms than in GT 3 terms. Lesmo 1 and 2 are actually high downforce corners for an F1 car because you can take it at so much speed. Yes, oh, Ryan. Yeah. Yes, very true. I should have just kept my mouth shut about saying wanting to see Ryan on the podium, because it looks like that is not gonna happen. Oh. Okay. That might be a DNF. And he disconnected. No, we're still going to interview him later, I think, because I want to know what happened there. I suspect a rage quit. This might be on. Very, very true. So let's see. I'd be hoping for a good battle within like the last 2 laps. With Swift also still hanging on, being in this race, which is actually a very good idea of him, because if we see the race results, he will actually be overtaking quite a few people. He will go from 9th to what, 1, 2, to I think 5th in the championship. Yes. Yes. Oh yes. Oh, and I actually do see that he will go not to 5th but to 6th, because Pfeffi with his position will actually be have more points after that, because they are both on 20 points. I mean, yes, and I mean, what do you mean with lower down the order? They will be just out of the podium's reach when we're done with this race. Yes, very true. Yeah, seeing that. That's why I actually, when I race, when it comes down to the last couple of laps, I always turn off the relatives, because I just want to see the pressure. Yes, indeed. What you were about to say, they don't actually. What was it? A bit wide and a bit off the line there, Pfeffi. Ah, no, that's not even where the track goes. So, hopefully he doesn't get a penalty for anything of that, because I can't imagine he gained any time of that. Yeah, but here I'm actually not even talking about the stewards, but I'm talking about the penalty system of the game. Ah, yes. No, for AMS2 we don't have it. Yeah. Yeah, PC2, the good old times. Yes, and what you said, this is spiritual. Actually, the Project Car 3, I think we would all have preferred over the actual Project Car 3. We got. Okay. Okay. It just hurts the feeling so much, doesn't it? Yeah. Yes, this is penultimate lap, and both are going at it. Oh, yes. Yes, while Ruling just went through maggots and beacons and is approaching the third and final sector now, or is in it right now. So just a couple of corners left. Going into what is it? The stadium section, is it? Right. Yeah, me too. And Ruling. Yeah. There we have it. Yes, we're getting Ruling up here. Why don't we speak to Ruling first, since he's the winner and he's already here. Then we speak to Finn, Triple L, and Peffy. Maybe Ryan later, because I want to know what happened. But first, Ruling, congratulations on that win, on that good performance, dropping back in the first lap, I think, and then just marching through the field and getting everything back. So, how are you doing? How are you? What do you think of your performance tonight?
sure, actually.
I think
Apparently,
we'll-
they can't hear us.
Okay, so this is that's not. Nope. There we go. Yeah, now they can. Oops.
Why did nobody fucking tell me? Literally nobody told me about that.
Well, this VOD's going to be a bit useless.
Yeah. Yeah, that VOD is useless.
Oh my god.
God. Oh.
Hashtag I was racing.
I mean, like, no. There were even I see fucking here. I see the fucking chat. There were actually people not from not being racers. Just
They
fucking.
thought you just like talking to yourself.
Yeah, just like enjoying the fucking chat. Oh, what the hell?
That's whoops. Oh well. So anyway,
Oh my god.
we're joined by RuneLink here. Congratulations, RuneLink! Excellent win.
Thanks. Wait, is the sound fixed?
Yes, it is now.
Good.
So, oops. Yeah. So yeah. Oh dear. I don't think we can recover from that one.
It's too late now.
no.
Let's just give up. This is it. No one cares.
Okay. Right. Well, thank you for your time and your massive boasting about how easy that was. And
Yeah. He the first thing he said when he came in here was "GG easy."
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, exactly. Just roasting everyone else.
All the skill issues.
Yeah. I heard you drop back deliberately as well at the start. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Well, there we go.
I see in our Discord community now. Always check shit yourself before the race. No, that's what I have you for. I'm not here to check anything. I'm here to broadcast. My boy.
Well, there we go.
Okay, Runic, again, congratulations for the first play on that one. Very important first place coming into the last two races now with Finn breathing down your neck in the championship.
Yes, it's going to be interesting.
So Finn says he's going to bully us if he gets pulled into the interview room. So I'm thinking let's not do that and let's bring Faffy in.
What? No. Well, why
Yeah,
you want to Faffy finished P4, so Finn and Triple L are first, and then Faffy will be here.
All right.
You know, I'm Team Faffy, but
okay.
It's
go on then, go on.
Okay.
Do it. Should we maybe get rid of? There you go.
Hello, Finn. Congratulations on P2. How are you feeling about that P2 behind Ruling?
Not very great, to be honest. I was okay the first stint, quite happy with where I was for the start, and then I had a spin, dropped back quite far. Had some more issues with the rear tires. I think the whole difference was actually that my brake bias was like 1 or 2 clicks too far back, which heated up my tires just a little bit too much. And like halfway through my stint, I started getting issues. Keeping them on the right temperature, so I had to compromise my exits a little bit. After that, this was all right. Had to overtake M. Van Zinfits. He was struggling with the same, gave me the position. And then at the pit stop, what happened was that I went on the mediums, which are like 1.5 seconds slower and don't last longer.
Oh.
So, you know, I mean, he won it fair and square. He did really well. But yeah, I feel like I would have had more of a chance if I had put on the right tires. Still, though, L keeping up is very good, very impressive. We did, 14 laps just back to back, like 3 or 4 seconds behind me. Even if I have slower tires, that's not easy to do. So he's done really well.
Yes, he did. Anyway, you were talking about the setup. I felt like all of you guys were for this track were running pretty low anti-roll bars. Is that correct, or did that just looked like it in the observer view?
Mine was like maximum front, so I don't think that's accurate.
Okay.
I think it would just be a visual thing. In the end, like if you had it too low, Maggots and Beckett's would be a bit tricky. So I had it quite high. That made it doable. The stow was fine anyway.
All right, because the cars on our end were really leaning into the corners, so it was very strange to see actually seeing F1 car leaning into the corner like that.
Yeah, I think people can have fun watching that back on the YouTube channel, where we will definitely upload this.
But no, we won't.
Don't.
We'll give it an alternative title.
No.
Insane man talks himself for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
it's
And
quiet
this
for
therapy session.
and it's quiet for a couple of minutes while the other dude is talking in his head.
German man silences Northerner from Britain for no reason whatsoever.
Dear,
Give it a clickbait title. Gone wrong.
Let's not do that. Well, anyway, other than it only having half the audio, it's gone all right.
Yeah, it's been all right.
Yeah.
More interesting than last time, I think. So.
Sorry,
But
I wasn't.
I
I
mean,
wasn't
like,
paying enough attention. Have we asked him about the championship?
yes.
You haven't.
All right. Okay. So
I have, and you were not happy with being behind Runelink because of the championship. He's now in front of you because you're so close, just 1 point away. You had 60 points until now, and Runelink had 59, and Runelink went ahead again. And so only 2 races left. What do you think about that, mate?
Well, in the end, what I have to do is simple. I just have to win the next 2 races. Easy.
I see.
Kill me.
Well, it's easier
gonna be
said
all right.
than done, I suspect.
If it's
Yeah,
simple
like
like
Runelink
that.
Runelink is a formidable opponent, extremely quick in all sims, and it's really fun to race with him. He's definitely a very clean driver. Every battle that I have had with him has been quite incredible, I think. But it's so hard to keep up, to have the right pace. I have to keep my setup secret, otherwise he just robs them and is a second ahead of me. So I can't even do that. So yeah, it takes a lot to get close to him.
Alrighty.
Very impressive. Good stuff. Lovely.
Yes. So Finn, again, still congratulations on your P2 for this round, and I'm looking forward to see you on the 7th round, which is the Grand Prix of Italy, Monza.
Yes, it's gonna be a good one.
In about 2 weeks, right? Or is it 1 week?
Next week. Next week. What we're doing is just we're rushing it through so that once beatback starts, everything's finished. Or beatback continues, everything's finished.
All right.
All right.
Lovely.
Okay,
Thanks for
then.
streaming, and I'll pull LOL in for you.
Thank you very
Nice.
much.
Thank you.
Hallo, Triple L. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum 3. Platz. Congratulations to P3. How are you feeling about that?
Thank you. I'm feeling pretty happy. When the race went, well, yeah, was really solid, perfectly as planned, and yeah, it was a little bit frustrating to have the same pace as Findict at the end, but yeah, it is what it is, and 3rd place is really good.
It's you had some strong opposition. Yeah, there was some really quick drivers out there. A little bit of bad luck on Ryan's part, but that's not taking anything away from your pace today. Was really good. So, what was there a trick to it? Was it a setup just worked well for you, or is it a track you particularly like?
The track, definitely not. I wouldn't say I hate it, but in the GT cars I hate this track, and in Formula cars it's okay. so the setup worked really well, and yeah, the tires. I managed the tires to the end, and everything worked fine.
Yeah. But don't worry, I think this is a German thing. I don't know any German, including me, who likes Silverstone.
It's just because it was an airfield, that's why he's still salty.
Maybe.
But no,
anyway, before we
yeah.
get banned off Twitch.
Before we get banned, I'll continue with looking at the championship standings, which will just means you solidify your third place at the moment, and actually, I think inch a little bit closer to Finn and Ruling, but not by much, since they just switch position all the time. But you increase your distance to Ryan, which is very good. So,
Yeah, definitely.
So you aim for, what is your aim for next round? Just, I don't want to say a prediction or what you want to do, just your aim. What still a podium finish? Is this a must for you, like right now, or would you be also happy with like a P4 or something? Because I'm just going strategy wise now. I know we are still racing and we want to win every time, but just for you, what you think is realistic?
Yeah, difficult question. I think the aim, as you said, for everybody is to win, and I always try to create a setup that has really good race pace, and then I always try to improve, and then I don't have time to set up for qualifying, and then I'm like fourth every time. And yeah, in the race, the setups always work mostly, and yeah, podium is every time very nice. So the realistic aim for me is podium, and also in the championship, third place should be a realistic goal for me.
Yes, seeing your performance so far, this is actually something I can agree on with you there. Dak, do you got any questions?
Not right now. Not. It's been a solid string of results. So hopefully you can continue that form and get that third place that you're hoping for. Really strong showing today. So yeah, I think there's definitely hope, and I wish you all the best of luck in doing
Yeah,
it.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Triple L, danke fürs Fahren. Wir sehen dich beim nächsten Mal und viel Glück. Du machst das schon.
Ja, danke fürs Kommentieren.
Ja, kein Ding. Bin ja sowieso mal da. Also hau rein.
Jo, ciao.
Bye bye. So now we get Peppy up here.
All right, let's do that.
So Dak, this is all yours.
Yeah, we've kidnapped Faffy and brought him here just so we can ask him some questions. Faffy, that looked like probably not the race we want for, but certainly the last few laps entertained us. What was your perspective on that?
Well, the start was a bit rough, I'd say, with Runelink, and after that, just some dirty air in that one corner, which made me spin, and after that, I was pretty much just coasting. And at the final laps, I noticed I was getting closer, so I tried to put in a bit more speed to see if I could at least take P5 or P4.
Yeah, there were times during that race where I think you were doing 28, and it was only really the front two drivers who were on similar pace. All the cars ahead of you were doing 29s and 30s, so I think on pace alone, you deserved a better result than that. But, I think you recovered fairly well, so that's something positive at least.
Yeah, I think looking at the drivers who were ahead of me, I mean, Ryan with a bit of trouble, and then LL we had Finn, Rune. So yeah, I was gonna be happy with P4. P5 was gonna be max, I think, if nothing happened to Ryan. So I'd say if just looking at the result, P4 is good. Race wise, not so much.
Yeah, pace-wise good. Race result didn't quite back it up, but does that at least boost your confidence for future rounds?
We'll see. I mean, I've been up and down depending on the circuit, so I'm not even sure what the next race is going to be. So should be interesting.
We are at
Monza.
Monza next time.
Monza. Okay. Yeah, I have a bad track record with Italian tracks.
Okay. Maybe not the one for you then, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll just see where you can end up.
Yeah, who knows? Just keep my nose clean and see if I can make a miracle happen.
Definitely. Okay, well, best of luck in that one, and hopefully we will see you next time out at Monza.
Thank you, and thanks for the commentating.
No problem. See you again.
Bye bye. Congratulations again.
So that's one more round done. 2 to go. I think the title championship could go all the way down to the last race. Potentially, I think it's a little bit on the back foot for Finn, but we'll see what we can do. It's not a done deal by any means, but yeah, some interesting battles to follow, and I'm excited for next time out.
Yeah, me too. I also want to see it go down to the wire. So in a week of time, we'll head, as you said, we'll head to Monza and see the battle of the giants continue.
Definitely. So yeah, excited, and it's been a pleasure to commentate alongside you.
Yes, even though we couldn't hear you for most of it. So thank you for being my ghost commentator, being the voice in my head for this week's stream.
No problem. I enjoyed your company, even if the rest of the stream didn't necessarily.
All right then. So to everybody else, tune in next week at the same time, same place. I'm Panderz. I'm out, and this was
Yeah,
Dick. He's also
lovely. See you again, guys.
out. Bye bye.